Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. There's definitely like uh, a seamstress in town that you can go to if you.
Can we say it's a new day so I can re-prepare my spell slot?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
No.
think
Like
so.
like so. Last we left off, it was like towards the evening and everything. So unless you wanted to do something in the evening, like I would assume that this is more of a new day.
Yeah.
Good, okay, because yeah, we stopped that crowd, that brawl happening, and I
That's
used up
right.
some
Yeah.
spell slots on that.
I never have to prepare disguise self for a while.
Well, you just keep that hat and you'll always have it, right?
Put like little strings on it and just have it like super tight against my chin. It ain't going
Wait, are
nowhere.
you always disguising yourself, or are you just gonna have it on when you want it to?
It looks like a little witch's hat, so I'm gonna keep it on.
I didn't. Let me look at the picture.
Oh, I just made up what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Well, having it be like a little witch's hat, it's very cute.
It goes with my color scheme.
So yeah, if you'd like, you can go to the. It's called the hook line, not to be confused with the snapping line. It's called the
Mm.
hook, and it's actually be located
Is it
right.
across from the sinker?
No, it's actually across the bridge, and it'll be located right here. This little
It's across
little
the
house.
bridge, the racist bridge.
Yes, it will
Yes,
be
the
fine.
the elf the
Nope.
Fey elf racist bridge or whatever.
Mm.
So we can say that when we were talking about shopping, and we told Olivia we were going to go somewhere, Olivia heard we were going to go across the bridge, and she's like, "No, thanks."
Like I'm good.
All right, so Azeda's gonna go with Kai, right? Kai's gonna come.
Sure, I gotta head that way anyway.
So what's Kai shopping for?
Well, afterward, I need to pick up. I need to hit by Captain Zandros Fantasy Costco and see about buying some more incense,
Fancy
and
Costco.
then over to Eliander's. But maybe I might get a price on how much clothes cost here. I notice people kind of look at me and they wear a lot more clothes than I do.
Azeda's kind of going to say to Kai, "What you wear is very flattering. I would appreciate if you would have some feedback for me on what you think might look good."
Sure. Probably definitely should have brought Olivia for this, but yes.
She did not seem to want to cross the bridge again. I
Hmm.
can't say I blame her. She doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem to agree with her.
Yeah, I can totally get that.
So, are you going to make any stops before we go to the dressmaker?
Nope.
Okay, so we're going to head into the dressmaker. So, what do we see inside the shop?
Okay, so this is the hook line. It just looks like a regular shop front, pretty unassuming. Although like underneath the uh, the title of the shop on the door,
Mm.
the little marquee, is like in parentheses and see her. So it looks like the full title of the shop is the hook line and see her.
And see her?
Yeah.
As in seer, as in like a prophet? Oh.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So more like that. What you
So it's
think
a
might be a play
gimmicky.
on the
It's
words?
like a stupid gimmicky name.
Yeah, like a play on words
Yeah.
of like the hook, line, and seeker, and now it's just
Yeah,
and
that's what I
see her.
figured.
Silly.
But you walk in, and there's no one really here. There's lots of tapestry and textiles, just draping the in racks and stuff along the lines of the edge of the shop. But there is a sound of a sewing machine in the back, like one of the little paddle sewing machines, just going.
Damn, they've got sewing machines. This is high tech.
I mean, this is not like probably what you're thinking about with sewing machines. Like, let me see if I can find a good image of what
Like an old
I'm thinking
spindle.
about.
I'm imagining, like in Discworld, in Ankh-Morpork, they have, for all the complex machinery type things, instead of electricity and motors, they have goblins inside. So instead of cameras where you actually have like a, like the light causing an imprint on the film, instead they have little goblins painting portraits and then giving them to you. Sitting inside the camera.
Yes.
So that's what I'm imagining is goblins inside sewing,
Right.
stitching.
Ooh, your audio cut out for me, so I don't know if it's on my end.
Oh, did you guys? I don't know if anybody.
heard
I heard you.
I heard you.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay,
still pretty high tech. That's Victorian right there. That's high tech. I actually have one of those. They're decent little machines.
Oh yeah.
But I was saying goblins are probably inside it, making it powered. Because it's all goblins. So she's gonna start walking around and touching the fabrics, and she doesn't really know what she's looking for, and so she's looking at the fabrics and looking at the colors and looking at the textures, and she turns to Kai and says, "I'm not sure where to start."
I'm definitely starting to think red's maybe your color.
She
I
tilts her head thoughtfully and like takes a swatch of like a deep red fabric and like holds it up to her face and like looks at Kai considering like,
Ooh, I like that one. Maybe throw some like red and gold or black and gold in there, maybe.
it would match the cape. And so she's turning and looking at the cape, and now she's looking at like fabric and picking up the cape and comparing it to various fabric swatches.
Yes, that way you can sew away your cape on it, so in case it doesn't go really bad way, you can get the fuck out of there.
She nods solemnly, like she doesn't find anything funny or weird about that statement. Like that is absolutely accurate. Yes. So she looks around, and is there like a bell on the counter?
There's actually no counter up front. It looks to be like the up front is mostly just the one sec.
No counter? Where would you measure out the fabric?
Hello?
Hang on.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, there's no like in the immediate front room. There's no counter or anything. It is mostly just the fabrics and stuff. And if you want to but you can see what looks to be like a table actually in the back and like somebody working out in the back, deeper into the store.
Okay, so she's gonna approach and kind of like tap her knuckle on the wall to get the person's attention.
Hello? Oh, yes. Hi. What can I do for you? She this elven lady is kind of just working on this like large gown. Actually, it looks like, or what might be a gown. It could be a cape or anything else. It's just like a very large piece of fabric, and she addresses you without even looking up.
So Azadeh kind of exchanges a glance with Kai and says, "I am looking to commission a dress."
Crap. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Give me about 5 minutes.
Okay. And
Please
then-
look around. I'm sorry. I just have to finish this real.
No, understand. Understood. Kai will start walking around looking at different fabrics and blues and oranges.
So Azade's going to try and attempt to return like the girl talk a little bit with Kai and say, this one's very nice, and pick up like a teal color. And it's clearly not the colors that you were looking at. She's just like she's trying to connect with you, but not really understanding quite what she's looking for.
Yeah, I've never really worried about outfits so much before. So, kinda new to this too.
You two awkwardly exchange small talk while this lady is working, until finally she's about just about finished with the what now actually seems to be a large cloak, and she takes it off the sewing table, flips it up, and then with just a simple hand gesture just kind of folds it up like deftly and tucks it away in the corner. And finally she stands up straight and cracks her back and adjusts you both. And you see this through her spectacles and everything. You see this elven lady with a almost tribal tattoo over her eyes as
Cool.
she
Not
addresses
what I
you.
was expecting.
So cool.
Wait, what color was the cloak?
The cloak actually seemed to have shifted. Like when you first walked out and saw it, it looked like it was blue, and then it shifted into a purple, and then when she was finished, it had shifted into a red. And she never got up and changed out the cloak, so it looked like the cloak itself had changed colors itself.
That's
before she put it away.
cool.
That's pretty. You do really fine work.
What? Oh, that? No, yeah, that's easy stuff. Sorry, my back's a little out of kilter right now. What can I do for you?
I wish to commission a dress. She says it like she doesn't really know what the word means.
Mm-hmm. A dress? Did you want it on top of your armor or underneath?
I like to woo someone on a date without the armor.
She looks puzzled, like, without the armor.
I mean, I can try. She kind of looks up at you and just kind of looks you up and down, and just when she says that, she's just like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for something fancy? Looking for something elegant?
Azadeh looks helplessly
Yes?
at Kai.
Maybe with a little bit of seduction thrown in there.
Okay, I can't just make dresses that say seduction on them. Listen, honey, it's not the dress, it's how you wear it.
Well, what do you think?
I
would
do
look good on
great
her?
work. Maybe.
Azadeh kind of stands helplessly. She starts to take off her armor, though, because she understands that measurements are going to be a part of this.
I'm glad you're ahead of you're ahead of me in this process. For her, I may be thinking maybe like a canary yellow or a coral.
We were thinking maybe something in the red spectrum to kind of go with the cape.
And then Azadeh looks at Kai and looks at the seamstress and says, "What is coral?"
It's a sea thing. It's like a sort of like a pinkish color or something. Like, do you know salmon? Is she have issues with fish?
Do I have issues with fish? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the color of a fresh caught? Oh, I see what you mean. I suppose that is a nice color. That actually probably would look really good on her. A coral or a salmon would probably look good on her. She doesn't know that though, so props to your seamstress for understanding that. So as she's taking off her armor, you can see like she's wearing simple just breeches and a loose swordsman shirt, like men's clothes underneath her
Yeah, I
underneath
know.
her armor. And yeah, so after she gets the gambeson off and everything, and like the clothing is definitely not fitted to her very well, but you can tell that she's very athletic. Like she's got slim hips, not much in the boob territory, and she's got broad shoulders and a lot of muscle. So she's not terribly feminine. So this might be a bit of a challenge.
Hey, buff women are hot.
I will say this: I don't get many that look like you very often. This actually might be a challenge.
Zeta looks like she turns her eyebrows up a little bit and looks sad.
I didn't say I wouldn't help you, darling. I'm just. I will. It'll test my skills, I should say.
Is it something you think you can do?
Well, first off, and she's like starts measuring you, and she's like forcefully like moving up your arms, like get underneath and everything, like measuring your chest, and is not too aggressive, but like she's got some strength behind like her frail frame.
She's being surprisingly firm, I suppose, is the takeaway.
Yeah. And she's going through and she's well, what kind of style are you looking into? I'm thinking something like a strapless myself. But if that's not your style, maybe
it's something that cuts across the chest and then like open sleeves going down.
Azadeh just kind of looks between you two and has no idea. But by the way, just as a player note, you never want to go strapless with broad shoulders. You want to go with a boat neck or a V-neck, just FYI.
Okay. Good to know. I myself am not a... I myself am not... I am not a professional seamstress, so if what I say doesn't make any sense, that is not my fault.
It is a really pretty illustration.
It's very, very, very nice art, yeah.
Not mine.
I know, yeah.
I dig it. I dig the dress. That's nice. Yeah, usually you want to have like a cut across the shoulders of some sort and long sleeves, like a cap sleeve at least. I have broad shoulders and I have to wear around that, and I look like a linebacker in sleeveless stuff. So anyway, yeah, she's kind of like looking helplessly between Kai and the seamstress, having no idea what to order or ask for, and she says something feminine would be nice.
Do you have an idea of what kind of dress you think she would wear? Like a picture?
Yeah, let me find something.
How much would something like a commission dress or maybe an outfit cost?
For just like a simple dress and everything, she is probably gonna be she's gonna be looking towards like more the 10 to 20 gold. Like these are nice clothes, but they're just clothes. They're not like magical artifacts, for instance.
Okay. Right. I'll wait until Azadeh's done. I do have a commission, maybe if you'd be interested in taking a look at it.
Something like that, but in a nicer color and fabric. But that general style is kind of like, it's still simple and medieval, but it's actually form-fitting.
Okay, so something more conservative.
Well, I mean, that's what I found after quick Google. I could probably find something a bit
Lower
more
neck.
slinky
Lower
if I
neck.
wanted to look for it. Well, you can encourage her to go that way.
Listen, darling, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if what you said first was you wanted something to seduce, I wouldn't go for the temple route.
Azadeh looks at the seamstress and says, "I don't know what I'm doing."
Well, don't worry, darling. I'll figure something out. She finally finishes her measurements and just kind of snaps back her measuring tape into her hand and just, I've got what I need to work with. Have you decided on the color yet?
So she looks down at the cape and says, perhaps something to match this.
Which the black on the outside or the red on the inside?
Both.
Whatever you're the professional. Whatever you think would look best.
I think the red is nice, but whichever one you think would look, whatever you have.
Very well. I'll ask for just a five gold deposit now, and then for what you're asking for, just a 5 gold afterwards.
So she pulls out her purse and goes ahead and clinks down 5 pieces of gold.
Thank you. It'll be about let's see, I have that order, and then I have that order, and she's like thinking in her head like what she has to accomplish. It'll be about 4 days, maybe.
Azadeh nods, and she says that is perfectly reasonable. Thank you.
Yeah, we might be gone a little bit more than 4 days, so we'll be ready by the time we get back.
Don't tell her that. Then if we get back sooner, it won't be done.
Well, I was wondering if I could commission something too.
Ooh, I found a way better dress.
You did?
Way better. That's way better.
Okay, yeah.
Now we're cooking with gas.
But I see what you mean by like sort of the similar looking style.
Makes
Right,
me
yeah.
think of like what Triss would wear.
Yeah, but maybe not quite so low as Triss.
Right, yeah, Triss can go a little,
Triss is like, she's got stickies on. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Why does the name Trisk sound familiar?
It's from Witcher, The Witcher.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, in the video game, she's known for having quite the plunging neckline.
She didn't really show up too much in the series, though.
Yeah, she did show up a little bit, though.
A little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll have a bit more of a role in
the series, honestly.
Yeah, because like at that fight, Triss was supposed to be like only one of the only survivors, and like she cast like meteor shower and stuff. Like in the game and books, it's like a really huge epic battle of magic, but the show kind of nerfed it a little bit, but whatever.
But anyways,
it wasn't
Kai,
yeah, never mind. Go ahead. It was an epic battle.
So I'll show them what I showed you. Like this, but not as fancy, with more blue and maybe a little orange thrown in there.
Aw, that'd be cute.
Maybe something that can
Also
absorb
very
water
nice.
a little bit better.
Very nice.
you wanted to absorb water.
Well, it's the reason I don't wear a lot of clothes. My skin's always wet.
And she also like kind of firmly and forcefully like lifts up your arm so she just starts taking measurements also, and then she's like, oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, this is actually kind of gross.
Yeah, it's can.
It needs to be made out of leather or latex.
Oh no! Inside player note. One of the most wonderfully evaporative fabrics I've ever worn is linen. Linen is just amazing at taking water and just getting rid of it.
Yeah. So you'll definitely want something that will wick it off of your skin. At the very least, just to make it so that it's...
I just don't want to ruin the outfit after you've already made it.
No, I understand, dear. Thank you for telling me that.
Silk is also really good, just FYI.
What was that last one?
Silk. Silk is also very good
silk,
with moisture and getting rid of it.
According to Jackie Chan, wet silk is stronger than steel.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like
gonna
natural armor.
Natural armor. That's very true. Jackie definitely has an armor defense.
How much would something like that cost?
For yours, it's a bit complicated because I actually might have to get the proper material. And also, if you're going for more of a two-tone outfit, I might have to put in a little bit of extra work. But I think I can get it done for about 15 gold. Again, same deal, 5 up front.
Okay. I mean, I can go ahead and pay it now.
I mean, if you want, yeah, sure.
I'll go ahead and pay it now. Thank you so much.
I see. So I see you two are together. Should I assume you're going to pick it up at the same.
I would like to. If we can,
Possibly.
but if not, just work on hers first.
Okay. That I can do.
So Azadeh like touches her chin thoughtfully as she looks at the red fabric and she asks, "Is red a popular color in town?"
I mean, red's a popular color all around.
Well, I thought to wear this dress at the Saltmarsh estate, and I was wondering. I'd heard that the Saltmores liked red.
Oh, so you're going after the most what's the word?
Well, bachelor.
Eligible.
Eligible
Right?
bachelor.
Thank you. I've been out of the game like for about 100 years, honey. I'm just making sure.
Okay, I've never been in the game.
Oh, honey.
And then so Azadeh says a very carefully calculated yes.
Well, I can't say in particular if red is a common color for his potential. Ooh, sorry. But I will say you do have some competition going on, or have had competition. As far as I know, hasn't been successful.
Do many of his household wear red?
I'm not sure, honestly. He hasn't been commissioning anything from.
It cut
Alright.
off at from.
I'm trying
Oh.
to get like, do people from the Scarlet Brotherhood purchase
her
red
clothes
stuff
done.
from her?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I know what you're going for. Yeah, no, she doesn't recall it being ordered any more than usual.
All right, it's a dead end. Okay. And so then Zeta's like thinking again, and then she looks at the ears on the seamstress, and she goes, out of curiosity, the bridge across the way, does it ever seem odd to you?
Oh yeah, it's fucking sucks.
She raises her eyebrows, surprised. Like, wait, how do you mean by that?
I mean, I've tried to walk on it, and it's just like it's like a hangover with when you're upside down and you have to walk with your hands. It's like that, and that's kind of how it.
How
So,
long have you lived here?
Azada's like taken aback and surprised at the fact that like this is an actual thing, and she looks at Kai and like she says quietly, "So Olivia is feeling something."
Have you ever noticed it happening to anyone else?
I mean, I haven't seen many of my kind. Really, I don't try to like make it a thing where I hike across the bridge. I usually just kind of send somebody over if I ever need anything from downtown.
Okay.
So Zeta's gonna just go ahead and say, our companion Olivia has similar problems. I wonder, the bridge seems to dislike elves.
The first time I've ever heard of any architecture hating like specific races, but it makes sense to me. I've been here about 10 years. I haven't actually put much thought into it. I just don't like car.
Like what?
She just said I don't like crossing it.
Oh, okay. You keep on cutting out a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my
Yeah, it's
fault.
okay. It's
Is
okay.
her name See Her?
What?
Is her
No.
name- Oh.
You didn't even ask her name.
I'm Kai, by the way, putting the name down on the order.
Yeah, she didn't ask for names for the order. Yeah, and so Azadeh, kind of bows lightly and says, "And I am Azadeh Mujahida."
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Shut up, you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, if we're going formal, I'm Kayakoa. I'm Ari.
Well, you two can just call me Mrs. Wilmon. Mrs. Tara Wilman.
Writing it down.
And one last question to the seamstress. She's gonna ask, and so has the bridge always done that to you?
Yes.
Uh,
I tend to stay away from it.
What
I
does
don't
the
blame
what does the name Sea Her mean?
It's a pun. It's a pun, dear.
I get it now.
It's like a fishing thing. It was my husband's idea, not mine.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, and we'll be back.
So
Okay.
Azadeh kind of nods to her, and so they said 4 days.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
so
So
we have
Giovanni is gonna wait until they leave,
Okay.
and he's going to enter the store.
Oh my god.
He's
Oh.
he's waiting out. He's staking out. It's his turn to go in.
Do you try to sneak in, or do you like
No, I don't
just
sneak
kind of like?
in. I enter as a customer.
But I mean, like, do you march in like in full view of Kai and?
No, I'm
it-
waiting on
no?
them to leave specifically. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Rolls.
Yeah, make a
stealth because I've got
make a stealth
good
check
passive.
while you're trying to like, because I assume you're trying to like tail them in order to do this. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah,
It is.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sneaky
yeah.
beaky.
Unfortunately, yeah, you two are, feeling a successful commission, and possibly embarrassed.
We're
But
distracted going on to the next marketplaces, looking in windows and thinking
Well,
about.
Giovanni's just that stealthy. He's just that stealthy.
he is good too for an 8 foot tall fish man.
For an 8
That's
foot
very
tall
true.
guy.
He's very good. He's very able to blend in somehow. He does Drax. He just stays very, very still, and you can't see him.
Completely invisible. in
Yeah,
the
exactly. That's all he does. He just stays extremely still. But I'm gonna enter, and I approach the lady, and Giovanni gives a very polite bow as always. Is it a morning time or evening time? I forget.
Morning.
This is morning. This is like maybe like around like 10 a.m. or something.
Good morning, madame. My name is Giovanni.
Oh. What can I do for you?
I am hoping to purchase a outfit.
Okay.
It
What,
is.
she like stands up and like eyes you over, again cricking her back just a little bit because she had just sat down to continue working on something when you came in.
Yeah.
And she
And
she's like,
as Giovanni kind of notices that, oh, ma'am, you're back. Are you all right?
oh, it's just age, dear. Don't worry about it. Also, sitting hunched over all day, it kind of gets on you after a while.
I can imagine. Well, as for my attire, I am hoping to find something upper class. You see, it is for the purpose of he's like looking he's like thinking with his his chin in his hand, and he just says it quite bluntly to her. I am looking to woo the Saltmarsh heir.
Nice.
Oh. Hmm.
It's like,
Well,
from what I understand, he has many potential. Well, he has had many suitors over the many years, yet
Many
has not
female
taken any.
potentials.
I love it.
I am curious if perhaps I may be more to his interests.
Nice.
If you
I'm
understand
curious
what
as
I mean.
well. This is interesting. I don't think I've ever thought about that.
It's the double honey pot.
Giovanni taps his forehead. He's like, "Yes, ma'am. I have a very large brain, as you can see." No, just kidding. But yeah, he just smiles and he nods. He's like, "Yes, I'm hoping to perhaps pursue this. If you if you may, ma'am, I understand that my physique may be unique. I hope it proposes a challenge to you as well as an artist."
Oh, I mean, yeah, I've worked with some tall folk before. Your muscles might be a bit of an issue, but and she's like kind of sizing you up before she pulls a stool forward
Doesn't
and
even
stands
wear
up
a
on top.
shirt.
Yeah.
Just go. I just go ahead and I'm gonna take your measurements from up here. I don't have
Absolutely.
much balance, so she like, slowly takes her measurements and everything. So you said upper class. Do you have like a style in mind? A tuxedo, a three-piece?
Something low cut.
Well, ma'am. I will be honest with you. Well, actually, you know what? Can I have this whole conversation be in Elvish as well? I forgot to note that. That he does like speak to her in Elvish, to be more polite and formal and relaxed with her.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, but anyway, continuing. He says, "Well, ma'am, to be quite honest, I have absolutely no idea about fashion. Once more, I do consider you an artist, and please consider me a blank canvas for you to do whatever you like."
Any color or style you have in mind?
And he just slightly shakes his head. The only thing I ask, ma'am, is to accomplish its goal. Anything else that you are free to do.
I love this idea.
Okay. I think I have something fun in mind then.
Excellent.
The double honey pot.
It'll be... Let's see. I will have to use more fabric for you.
That's understandable.
It'll be about 20 gold total. You can just pay 5 up front and 5 when you pick it up. Or 15 when you pick it up. Sorry, I'm a seamstress, not a mathematician.
He nods and he says, "I will pay you 30 gold, ma'am.
Oh,
If you can,
well, okay then.
please, just in case of any time constraints, from what I understand, I may have some competition." And he like gives her a wink. He says wink, wink.
I mean, I wish the best of luck to you.
I understand, ma'am, but and if you can point me in the direction of any way to for any other accessories and assortments such as jewelry and the like, mayhaps I can acquire that as well.
Well, you'd be wanting like maybe the usual rings, maybe a neck. Sometimes earrings are good.
Yeah, he'll nod at all that. Like he's just asking for like any stores that she can recommend around here.
I mean, not really. Sometimes you might check the market across the way. They might have some stuff. I hear Winston might have some stuff. I don't know. I haven't been to his place.
Okay, so there isn't like a jewelry store around. Okay.
Yeah. No.
And does she have shoes as well?
Oh yeah, she is.
She is a seamstress. She's not a cobbler.
Okay, that's fair. Can she so I'm gonna ask her for a recommendation for Schumann, whatever the profession name for that. Yeah, I don't know what the profession name for that.
A cobbler.
You might want to check. You might want to check Kester's down the way.
Kester.
She's the tanner. Yeah,
Gotcha,
Kester.
yeah,
She's
tanner.
the tanner down.
Okay. Perfect. But he's gonna pay her 30 gold up front right now.
Okay.
Kai turns to Azadeh. Did we get receipts? Should we go back?
Receipts don't exist during this age. But yeah, he's gonna bow again and say, "Thank you very much, madame." And I enjoy the pun of the name of your store, by the way.
Oh yeah, it was my husband's. Husband's
As
idea.
in, he's the only one who got
Is-
it.
Is your husband still around?
No, I'm afraid not.
I understand.
Are you hitting on her?
No, he's not. But he just wanted to see if she was still around or not. You know what? He is hitting on her. How about that?
But he just got one.
Make a
Want to go
charisma
hit
check.
on Saltmarsh family.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm hitting on her.
She goes, she's like, okay.
Is that what else she says?
Yeah. Just like,
Okay.
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 Azadeh and her.
I need to
are
get to
like,
work.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you again, madame. And I will leave now and head over to Kester's.
So meanwhile,
then-
Kai and I, are we going like? I figure you might know some nice herbs or something nice to make her hair smell good or smooth and shiny or something, some sort of beauty project regimen you might know. Or is that more of an
well, we're
Olivia
passing-
thing?
That might be more of an Olivia thing, but we are passing through the market and heading to Captain Zindros next. Also, I want to say at that time, probably Gowan says, I walk into the hook line. Oh, wait, wrong story.
No.
But yeah, we can just, when we pass through the market, we can see if they sell any like essential oils or anything like that on our way to Captain Zindros.
Essential oils?
Yeah, to make her
Essential
smell nice.
oils.
The thing that
Okay.
essential oils actually do, you know? Of all the things that people say they do, the one thing we want them for is the thing they actually do.
Yeah, I mean, like as you pass through, this is like more. This market is more of like an open air farmers market. But with less emphasis on fish and seafood and more on like other local goods. There's
smell nice here.
Yeah, there is like a person selling herbs there. There's a person selling, just eggs. Another person is like has like a whole bunch of like a few oxen ready to sell also. So if you're looking for something like essential like oils or something like that, yeah, you can probably find it over here.
Okay, so Azadeh's kind of like walking around and sniffing a few herbs and looking for scented soaps and possibly some oils to put in her hair.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of are you like looking for? Like there's like lavender. There's like a rosemary one. There's garlic oil.
Garlic oil.
Garlic oil.
Hey,
Amazing.
I'd be attracted
I've got to
to
think
it.
about whether
I
or
would
not
be
like
too.
how clueless is she? I think she would go for something that smells nice but might be seen as masculine. Like she might go for sandalwood or something like that.
Hey, it all depends on your natural oils, how that changes.
It's
the smell
so
of it,
true. That is so true. I have just random aside, like, hey, player to player chat. I have the weirdest skin, and sometimes if I try like a lotion that's like it's lavender, it smells like fresh cut grass, or I
Wow.
smell something like, hey, it's orange. Nope, it's bubblegum. Just have fun with
Yeah,
that.
that's something that just naturally happens.
Yeah.
As human beings. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, this smells good in the bottle. Oh, this smells terrible on you.
Yep. Or it smells terrible in the bottle and smells great on you, which is
Yep.
like the best of both worlds.
I knew a dog that constantly smelled like anise.
Really? Like licorice?
Just constantly. it wasn't a bad smell, but it was like why do you smell like this?
Why do you smell like licorice all the time? Yeah, that is really weird. Licorice dog. Anyway, back to the game. Random aside. Okay, so she's trying to like commute in with Kai and just like asking her, "Do you think this smells nice?"
I don't know what the smell is, but it smells good.
So she's like testing it on her skin a little bit and sniffing, and she's like, "I think this smells good."
Kai finds a candle that says like sea kelp, and she's just like shoving it into her face and just.
Kai, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh god, I got too excited. My window went small. Ooh.
Ooh, very nice. You smell something familiar. Like as you're dealing with the sea kelp, like candle and everything, but you smell something familiar in the area, and like as you like kind of direct your nose, essentially following your nose, you see one of the vial, like aside from the as like Azadeh's like kind of testing out different sprays and stuff, one of them especially catches your attention.
What is it?
Do you ask the shopkeeper's like, oh, it's one of the more finer perfumes that we have available, or that we have around here. It's locally sourced. It's ambergris.
Ambergris.
Ambergris, yeah, ambergris. Yeah, that's right.
I knew what you were gonna say.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually usually the base component for most perfumes. Stupid random knowledge Kai knows.
Yes, it's amazing.
It's also disgusting whale snot, but yeah, okay.
Whale vomit, lady. Whale vomit.
Whale vomit.
I like kind of like shout over to Azadeh. I'm like, Azadeh, come try this one.
So Azadeh sniffs it, not knowing what it is. Like she tests it on her skin.
This is the base component for most perfumes, which is also known as whale vomit, aka ambergris, which can be.
She looks down at her skin and she like wipes it off on her clothes. Why would you put that on your skin? She's like wiping it off on herself.
It actually, and I like lift her like paw, like her wrist up to her nose. I'm like, it actually smells quite well.
She gives you a pained expression and she like sniffs it delicately. Now I actually don't know what ambergris smells like.
It smells like a lot of like perfume.
That's
like
not specific.
Okay. From what I remember, it smells like sort of sweet and floral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If that's right.
So she like lifts it up to her face gingerly, and she's like, "That's whale vomit."
Yes. Harvested it from the Dudwater coast nearby.
Do whales eat many flowers?
I
No,
don't
but
know.
that's kind of like with the beaver anus. This was something I was actually reading before. It's actually like a recreation to make vanilla, raspberry, and strawberry flavor.
So I love that Kai knows this.
Too, I got that.
And just like she's going to look horrified at Kai, like with this face that is more expressive than I think you've ever seen her, with just like this horrified jaw agape, like
Beaver anus.
She like true. Immediately puts the bottle down and then she just like backs away from the stall.
It's a what is it called? Castoreum. It's mostly found with things. It's also found in perfumes and also to recreate vanilla and raspberry flavors. So don't drink the Chambord.
I actually know that you're completely correct, and so as a person, I'm like, yeah, it's gross, but look at that. But of course, Azadeh didn't know that, and she doesn't like knowing this now.
Kai is just like, yeah, no, that's totally how that is.
And so Azadeh's going to skip that stall and go for the one that has like the herbs out. That is more of the like the place that sells tea.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna get like some berries, like some dried elderberries, and like some. What am I thinking?
Citronella or lemongrass?
Yeah, like lemongrass and elderberries, like something
Yeah.
very obviously not coming from a whale.
Yeah. Olivia told me that if you put the tea bags in your shoes, it eliminates the smell. But I don't wear shoes that often.
So Azadeh nods thoughtfully and says, "Thank you. That is the sort of thing that I definitely could use. That is the sort of tip I could definitely use. My shoes are my shoes have been with me a little too long." What'd you say about Olivia? Sorry, I interrupted you.
She's been teaching me some stuff about surface living.
It is a pity she could not join us.
Maybe 1 too many drinks at the snapping line.
Well, now we have confirmation that that bridge is indeed somehow racist against elves.
This is very true. Whenever we get like a good chunk of time, I'm definitely gonna read about that. But I just need to make a quick stop by Captain Zintros, and then if you don't mind joining me for Aleander's, unless you got something more you want.
I could talk to him about our plan against the Saltmarsh. Yes, I will join you.
Okay. I'm just picking up some incense from Captain Zintros.
The tanner.
Yeah. And then we're like slowly like cutting back and forth.
So did Wolfram want to do anything, or are you just listening?
Just listening. At the
I don't want to like.
No.
Okay, I
keep
don't
going.
want to like totally.
No, you guys are on
okay.
a roll. Just keep going.
Okay.
I mean, this is just another shopping episode, so.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, because I mean we're down 2 people. We might as well do stupid fluffy stuff.
Yeah. The only thing I was planning on doing is we haven't visited the forest yet, because I think we. Didn't he say there was somebody there?
The what?
The forest on the north side of town.
Oh yeah. There's Obed High, the druid. Local.
Yeah. So mine's not really like imperative. It's just something I was curious about.
Well,
so.
none of this is imperative. You can go ahead and you should have a turn.
This is just giving you guys time to just go.
All right, just don't want to forget you. I acknowledge your existence.
Thank you.
I'd also be a little nervous about you going alone.
To a druid?
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah,
Worst
they're-
happens, he gets high. Yeah.
Cutting over to Giovanni.
Yeah, he's getting shoes. Those big old feet.
I like that Giovanni knows how to dress up better than Azadeh does.
He doesn't. He's just going to experts and be like,
No, but Azadeh didn't even think about shoes. Like, she's still wearing her dusty old military boots. Like,
That's true.
She didn't think of shoes. She's gonna think of it when she puts the dress on and realizes the shoes don't work with it. That's when she's gonna realize this is probably not what I should wear. But she's not gonna think of it beforehand.
Maybe the dress will be long enough to cover them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Or it could be like where girls at punk shows wore like sundresses and like dog mark.
There you go.
That's a
big
look.
army boots.
That's a look.
Look.
It is a
Suit with
look.
Converse.
Okay, so we're going to Giovanni then?
I suppose so. Whatever you like.
Okay. Giovanni, when you get to the tannery, there's like you get there and there's outside there's lots of drying racks and the air smells slightly of lye. As like all of these hides of deer and bear and some even larger, some even scalier
Ooh.
hides are out there just kind of drying out in the sun.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll enter the store, or if there's someone outside, I'll speak with them first.
No one outside right now. But yeah, if you enter inside, you'll see a small halfling kind of just working at scraping a hide on her workbench. She goes, "Howdy!"
He does his polite bow. Good morning. My name is Giovanni, and I
God, you're huge.
yes, so I am told often.
You ever see a hamster eat a banana?
So he looks at her like, or him. Who's this again?
This is a small female halfling.
Okay. And he says, no, I can't say that.
Sounds
I
like
have.
she's hitting on him.
Never
my
mind
God.
that. What can I do for you?
I'm looking to purchase some fine shoes.
Shoes? Yeah, I can whip some up for you. What would you like? Want some boots? Got some loaf. I got crocodile. I got cow hide. I got you know something weird like cat.
Cat, yo. He's gonna say at first he's gonna wince a little bit at the cat, but then say well, ma'am, I'm looking for something that would be very appealing, very yes, and something, how would I say, fine, upper class, if you will, to be
I
in the
got
company of nobles.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to show you some other stuff that I think would be really fun. Let's see here. I got some. I got some like these. She like kind of goes to like the like another room and kind of motions you to kind of join
All
her.
right.
And there's like there's other like leather goods there. There's a
Mm-hmm.
really like nice looking leather coat.
Mm.
With like a high collar in there. There's some hats actually,
Mm.
lots of cloaks, pants, it, all of various styles and hides.
Interesting. Something I want to consider some other time.
Yeah, so she's pretty much a master leather worker. And she kind of like holds up some of these shoes, and she goes, "Well, I got what's your color? I got some. I don't have a whole lot of black ones. I got most of the ones I got are kind of tannish."
He kind of realizes that he doesn't know what the color of the clothes the elven lady is gonna make. So he's just gonna ask her, well, ma'am, what would you recommend? What do you believe would fit me?
Oh, geez, what would fit you? What size are you?
He just looks down at his bare feet.
Oh, geez. Okay.
He's sized really big.
Size monstrous.
I don't think I have anything in stock for them.
I understand.
Wow.
Then. Perhaps making a custom order is necessary.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get out. Let me get out my rule. And she just like plucks from her little tool belt like a small a small rope and ruler. Jesus. And just kind of measure. Be like, "Jeez, these are big." Let's see here. Okay. I can make something. But it'll. Jeez, wow. What do you? So what style are you looking for? Like, and she shows you like the various styles of shoes. There's some that are like like more like slip-on loafers. There's some that are just like nice high boots. Like not like military style like combat boots or anything, but like nice like slip-on. Not maybe not slip-on, but you know what I mean.
Musketeer boots.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
There's some cowboy boots, and there's like one
Giovanni
pair.
in like red cowboy boots.
There's one pair of shoes that has like they look like the little pointy little pointed shoes like kind of like elven shoes.
Let me see. I'm thinking something like maybe the loafers. Yeah, that sounds the fanciest versus like cowboy boots and stuff. Like loafers, and if they're custom fitted for him, so that they won't like slip off easily or anything like that. So that should be good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can get that done for you. Yeah.
And like, what's her finest leather that she has?
Oh
Type of
boy.
leather.
Let's see. I
Dragon
got.
leather.
Oh, honey, I wish I had dragon leather. I got. Let's see here. I got some really good cow hides for the other day. I got some crocodile stuff. I got some snake skin. I got cat.
He just winces again at the cat.
Let's see. I have some beaver. I got shark
Whale?
skin actually.
He kind of looks at the kind of like shark skin. That sounds very intriguing.
Yeah, but I mostly use it just to like kind of sand stuff because it's kind of like that. But it's some people want it on their feet, and it's real.
It's real what?
It's real nice.
Okay. He's kind of wondering. Is it possible you could do a combination?
Oh, you're getting fancy. I mean,
Yes.
I can. It's gonna like change up the color a little bit if that's okay.
Okay. Depends on what her color she has. Like, what color is a shark skin?
Gray.
It
could be blue. I don't know.
It's like a dark grayish blue.
That sounds good on its own. Yeah. I'll just have the shark skin then, and perhaps like on the top you can put on a little bit of the snake skin just to give it a good pattern. I'm not
yeah.
very artistic, so I can't tell. But...
I mean, hey, it's your shoes, man.
he kind of shrugs and say, "By any chance, would you ever had the Saltmarsh as a customer?"
Oh yeah, all the time.
Interesting. What was the name of the son again? It's not
Anders.
Elliot. It's
Anders.
Anders. Thank you. By any chance, have you had Anders as a customer?
Yeah.
What is he like?
I mean, I made hunting boots for like ever gets like the. I've only made him once, but he was like doing like a thrill of the hunt kind of thing. I made some decent pairs of shoes for him.
Okay.
Just some regular loafers. He doesn't order anything too extravagant or fancy.
I see. I think I will just stick with the shark skin then, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, none of the little snake skin on top.
No, that's fine. I think that would probably take off the pattern too much and stand out too much or something like that.
All right, good point. I'll get to work on that.
And if you can, give it a little bit of a heel boost, like a 1-inch heel.
What?
Because you need to be tall.
Because you need the height so much.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's not about getting the height. It's like getting that heel boost shapes your legs a little bit better.
You have to show off that butt.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could do that.
Excellent.
Yeah,
All
something
right.
about that would be like about 10 gold.
And he gives her 20 gold.
Oh my gosh. Hey, listen. If you seem pretty strong. Do you ever like go hunting or anything?
It's like, yes, ma'am. I'm a ranger.
Oh shit. Nice. Listen. You get me like some really nice hide. I'll pay.
Ah, that is excellent to know, ma'am. I do hope to have a business relationship with you in the future then.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay, and he will nod and he'll lean down and shake her hand.
Gosh, you're tall. Yeah. That's thank you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I imagine he has to like go all the way down to shake your hand. But yeah, he does that, and he'll head on out. And now he's gonna try to those jewelry shops, or the stands, I mean, and maybe get up some cologne while he's at it or something.
Okay.
He's gonna find the whale vomit.
Yeah.
The whale vomit.
Listen, a guy named Giovanni has to have Giorgio Armani stuff. You know, we're gonna have to get something like that. We'll see how it works out.
So, are we done shopping and are we gonna head over to Eleander's?
I think Sam just went BRB, just went
Okay.
AFK for one.
Wolfram, you want to do your thing?
Sure. So, Wolfram would probably spend the better part of the morning working with Hana until maybe after lunch, head out to check out the forest.
Okay. Yeah, you get there, and this is just like a small little forest grove. There's actually some like a decent amount of folk are here. Some trappers are like getting some gear set up, so we're ready to go out into the larger whole marshes and everything. Some rangers are here with their bows, also getting ready to go out for a hunt. It looks to me like it's just a general like a greeting spot for those that work mostly out in the forest and in the woods.
Okay. Is there an obvious leader or somebody in charge? I think you said there was somebody like a druid or something, possibly.
Yes. So beyond the small makeshift tents and stalls and stuff, there is an actual shrine to the forest deity Obad High, and there you see like tending to it is this tall druid wearing what looks to be like a deer skull over his head,
Cool.
with antlers and stuff
Nice.
also.
Pretty hardcore.
Just in a tattered but clean cloak, is kind of just tending to this shrine.
All right, yeah. Wolfram would approach him and excuse me, brother.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Wolfram. I've been here in town and never stopped by the forest. I see that you're a follower of Obad High. Ouija myself, and just wanted to see. I've never been out here, and I had some questions since you seem to have a lay on the land, at least with the Rangers. We're due to set out to the marshes to the west soon. Is there any information that you may have to pass along for us?
And he's kind of stroking the edge of this deer skull, and with one hand, and his other hand, you see that he's actually holding a small bullfrog.
He's just holding it.
Yeah, he's holding a small bullfrog that's
He's
just quiet.
chilling.
Just
Okay.
yeah, he just slowly chirps and croaks every now and then. But he continues on. Stay clear of the Dreadwood. It's full of darker creatures there.
Stay clear of the what?
The Dreadwood.
Okay, thanks.
Can you pull up the map?
Yeah, actually, I can kind of show you this thing. I think, right? Yeah, it
Yeah.
should show you.
That looks cool. All right. Yeah. I think we were gonna go west though, so yeah, Dreadwood would be to the north. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the Dreadwood is dangerous for most
What's out there?
hags,
Oh,
dark ones.
uh,
A particularly strong one called Granny Nightshade. Also, it is best to leave them be, as they keep to themselves.
right. That's a little bit out of where we were planning to go. We were looking to go into the marshes near where there's a suspected lizard folk village.
I have the lizard folk. They are back.
So what we've been told.
This is strange, but not unheard of. Sometimes they are nomadic.
Is there anything in your past that you've had dealings with them that might help when we head out there?
I've known them to be practical. They are quick to punish disrespect, but reward respect in kind with respect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
But beyond that, there is not much I can say. Sometimes I have heard from some of the spirits in the forest that there are other dealings in the Hul marshes, but I don't think that there's anything to deal with these lizard folk.
What other things?
I hear about some other fey creatures, some darker fey that stay away from the hags, so they are not aligned. But I do not know why they venture.
And you said that they're out in the marshes as well.
They are, but more toward the north.
All right. Thank you for the information. Have the hunts been good in the marshes?
Everything has been fine so far in the forest. The from what I can gather, the hunters were a little bit happy when the fish stopped coming in, but they quickly sank after their hopes quickly sank for a increase in their prices.
That's unfortunate. Sorry about that.
It is not my deal.
Are there services you provide, being a druid?
Well, I can. If you need anyone to, how should I commune with the forest, find anything that you are seeking in the forest, I am the one to know.
Excellent, thank you. I think I might have somebody that might be interested in that, in knowledge. Thinking specifically of Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
And Wolfram will bid him good day, and then Wolfram would probably end up visiting Olivia, just checking out her. But for the time being, let's jump to somebody else.
Okay. I think Sam's back. So if she just wanted to get some incense from Zendros, being one of the only other magic shop places in town. Easy able to do. Like the gentleman tiefling at the counter will sell you what you need, if that's.
Yeah, I just need 20 gold.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're able to get that.
So do you want to just head over to Eleander's then?
Yes. But as we're walking, I'm gonna pull out the book and I'm going to, whenever we get about like here, I'm gonna pull out the book and I'm gonna hand it to Azadeh and be like, "Oh, I got the thing I wanted to show you from my room."
Is it that book?
And she will lend you her smut book. And it's like, I've learned so much from this,
That's my book.
and I think
So-
this will help out your situation.
So Azadeh's looking at the book and says, I don't understand. Why are they acting like that in the book?
Isn't that how like relationships work?
This gentleman seems abusive.
Oh no, he's like totally disguised and everything like that. And that's when she learns out that he's gonna be the prince in disguise. But that's not until chapter 3 that you. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil that part.
It seems foolish to base a relationship on dishonesty.
That's not what I got from this book. I've also listened to Giovanni too.
So, like, it's completely going over Azadeh's head. She's being very like she's criticizing the characters and their actions, and she's like, "How did they end up in this position?"
And Kai has just never been in a relationship before, so she's like, "This is how relationships work, right?"
Azadeh's like shaking her head, and it's like, "I'm sorry, but I do not see this as a model of behavior."
Oh, well, I mean, I lent it to Giovanni, and he thought it was fun.
She kind of looks contemplatively at that, and it's a very dense.
I mean, if you don't want to borrow it, you don't have to.
She just gently passes it back to to Kai, and so yeah, she doesn't like the book.
Yeah, I'll put it back in the rest of my pouch.
I'm imagining it as like 50 Shades of Grey.
I was not. I was doing it off like I don't know, some guy with his nipple half hanging out.
Harlequin.
Kinda old
Well, yeah,
smut book.
actually, like I'm thinking Outlander slash like Outlander is the only other kind of like trashy romance I'm familiar with. The
I was
power
it's the guy
dynamic
with the
is
really
so
long hair.
Fabio.
Fabio, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. most of the time I don't like romantic movies and books because they generally like the values are messed
Oh
up
no,
anyways.
I don't like them, but Kai does.
Yeah, but so Azadeh shares my dislike and doesn't appreciate relationships based on dishonesty and unbalanced power dynamics.
Well, I'll just take this one out of the weekly book club meeting list. Okay.
So anyway, we're
I
headed
just-
to Eleander's.
But on the way, do you mind if we take a quick stop at the wizard tower? I just kind of want to peek in some windows and see if he's there.
Azadeh like crinkles her eyebrows. Are you sure that is wise?
No, but I just want to know. He wasn't
Is that not
there.
where your master lived?
Gross, don't call him my master.
I apologize. I thought that he was your tutor.
Not the very good one. He was my former professor, if you will. I guess like as we're passing by, I just want to see like are the lights on or any movement. It's like a quick
Stalker.
Make a perception check as you like kind of like look through the windows. Oh, very good. You look into one of the windows and you see a looks to be a small winged creature is just kind of like looking at through some notes on a table in Kaladek's house.
Ooh, I hope it's a pseudo dragon. They're so cute.
You know, I was just and I'll like look at Azadeh. I was like, I just was mostly curious if he'd like skip town or something, you know?
That might be high hopes on your part.
I mean, I wouldn't have mind if he was part of the you know what.
So far, unfortunately, we have no evidence to suggest that.
No. Okay, and then we continue the rest of the way to Oleander's.
Okay.
Give it a nice knock on the door.
Eleander, it takes a little, a few moments, but you hear through the door like someone coming down the steps and opening the door. Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
well,
it's you two.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to give you some updates, and I also wanted to ask you about some books, if you don't mind.
Sure. Come on in. Make yourselves.
Azadeh kind of strides in like she does and says, I wish to ask you more questions about the Scarlet Brotherhood.
Oh my goodness. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I hope I can give you what answers you want. Also, keep it down just a little bit. Perhaps don't refer to them by name right now, if that's okay.
We'll call them Pickles.
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 She's been asking about She actually has a really good idea. So Azadeh, why don't you tell them?
So Azadeh looks at Takai and says, I was wondering how much you know about Anders.
He's a good lad. His family died in a horrible boating accident. But ever since that, he's been a good member of the.
Now, I forget, did we go there after we did the locate object or before?
You scoped it out while the locate object was going on.
So we went to Oleander's while it was going?
Oh, no.
We walked by
Sorry.
it, and that's how we knew there was 3 in there.
No, I'm asking if we talked to Oleander since we knew that the Saltmarsh were involved.
I did.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
So he knows about that. Okay. So Azadeh says, I have been asking about Anders in the town, trying to find out more about his household. And it seems that people are under the impression that I am interested in him. This is an impression that I have encouraged.
Oh.
He means like sexually.
I'm not sure I'm putting this all together. You have a fancy for Anders? I'm sorry.
I wish to know more about the Saltmarsh and their family, because after all, they seem to be a hotbed of Scarlet Brotherhood activity. She completely ignores that Oleander said keep that down.
Please.
I think she's trying to plant the seeds that she has a thing for him to try to
I see. Well, I can't say I necessarily condone trying to infiltrate a council member, especially since we don't have any evidence of this. But I suppose I can't stop you if he takes a fancy to you.
The evidence is in the possession of the rings. I don't understand why they might have them all in one location unless they weren't members.
Well, we also know that he's a really damn good actor, but he genuinely did not know what they were.
This is why I suspect his household. Zeta kind of looks to her and nods.
That is true.
And it seems that the easiest way to get into his household is to ingratiate one with the homeowner.
I suppose that's true. So what did you have in mind then?
I wanted to ask you what you know of the people who work for him, about his butler, or perhaps if you know if the people who work for him come from out of town.
Like, do you want to know numbers, like how many people might actually live or / work there, you know?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He's got about a dozen servants. I don't think I've ever actually had to keep notes on this now. I'm going to have to
You as a
We're-
player, as the GM, or as Eleander?
As Eleander, he's never had to keep notes on Anders's personal stuff because he's always had to deal with other things in the town. But now this is like he's got a to-do list essentially.
Mhm. And this gives but we're going to be gone doing the lizard folk thing. So I mean, like, this is something that you could, if you could, maybe get some information for us about.
Well, of course. I think I can tell you right now. He's maybe about 12, like about a dozen guards and a few mercenaries that he keeps around for security. He's always been a bit protective ever since his family died.
That would be sensible of him. But I am suspicious that the people that he hired for him are not always working in his best interest or the interests of the town, based on what you've described.
No, I agree. That is troubling. I'll see what I can do on my end then, and I'll see if I can maybe do something on my end.
So, Azadeh says, also, do you know Anders well?
I mean, I know him as well as I can. He tends to keep mostly to his own business, and I keep to my own business. I keep tabs on him. I've had dinner with him every now and then, but we aren't what you would say friends.
Do you know if he has any hobbies or interests I might be able to engage him in conversation about? It's like this is a very mechanical way of her trying to get details.
If you're asking about that, let's see. He likes card games.
Zeta nods thoughtfully.
He's it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes the council will have their own poker night, and he cleans up pretty well.
I kind of like the idea of us inviting him to poker, and then Giovanni can get in the way and be a pest, and we can be fighting over his attention. That could be fun. And so she's going to also say, any topics of conversation you find that he enjoys?
He doesn't get out very often, so maybe you're not from around here either. So maybe talk about your trip. As far as I know, the local girls have had a bit of difficulty in that department because they don't get out much. So you might actually have a one-up on them in that instance.
Azadeh nods and says, I understand. All right, thank you. You've given me some topics to think about.
Glad to have helped. At least I hope I've helped. I've been out of the game for quite a while.
Everyone keeps talking about this game. What is it?
Everyone's out of the game.
What's the game?
I guess Eleander and Miss Winsome have to get together.
Well, if there's no more to that matter, Miss Kai, you said something about my library.
Yes. We're about to go on a trip, and I feel like I'm about to get very bored at sea. Would you mind if I borrowed some books?
How much? He kind of like looks a little bit uncertain when you say that. He's like, how many books we're talking about? This is my private collection we're talking about. I have a few things I'm proud of, but this is one of them.
Oh, of course. I understand. Well, let's see. Well, we've been noticing some history about the bridge in town, so and then maybe something about death gods and I don't know if you know about demon lords or anything about that. Or
Are
maybe
you planning on summoning a demon god, death god?
no,
Into
I
town?
Totally.
just wanted to study about some demon lord named Orcus, and maybe a goddess named Ouijas. If not, if anything, if you have anything about like this land that maybe I can learn about its history a little bit, or I don't even know who the king is.
Hmm. Well, I think I can lend you maybe one book. I'm pretty loath to do this though. So how about this? Let's start it off with one book right now. I don't want you being captured by the lizard folk, and perhaps I'd never see my book again. I've never seeing you again would
I
be
I
difficult also.
well,
But
yeah, totally get that. Is like your personal library public knowledge?
it's not really. I've quietly built it up over the years, so it's something that's a bit private.
You
Not
have
really.
so many books. It's just amazing how many books you have. I mean, it'd just be a shame to just only have one person be able to read.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm using my GM inspiration.
Okay.
Even worse.
Oh,
This is just not meant to be.
you're not
Damn.
getting that book, honey.
That's okay.
Uh,
If anything, I also just wanted to donate you 2 books.
oh, uh, I'll gladly take any donations you have.
That book. Are you giving him smut?
No, that's mine. Well, I mean, there's also this, and I'll show him the some look. I mean, I could throw that on top of it, but
You can keep that one. I already have a copy of that one.
it's pretty juicy.
It's a bit dry for my taste.
Azadeh just shakes her head.
Anyways, I would think, you know what? I'll let you take out one book. How about that?
I would greatly appreciate that.
Um, so which one would you like? I think I might have something on demons or the like. I actually have several on them. Fascinating read, actually. You know that demons and devils are different things.
Um, hmm. I mean, I know Abyssal and Primordial, so would those help with those readings? Or maybe I should culturify myself more with these lands.
Um, well, these books are they're not too difficult to read. These are I have the common print versions of these. So if you're looking for like anything like spells and stuff in their native incantation, you're not going to see that to find.
Oh no no no! Probably would not want to learn spells from them. Oh goodness! Now as a character, I'm like, fuck. Which one do I choose? Um, I would probably want to learn more about demon lords, especially for the demon lord Orcus,
Okay.
since that was the one that was mostly presented to
He'll go to his shelf and he'll hand you a copy of Into the Abyss, and it's just like a brief. It's a small book. It's not too large, but it has like some summaries of abyssal demons and the like.
her. Okay. Blah 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 blah.
This is
I
more
had a thought and I
of
forgot about it.
a okay. This is more of a brief. What's God?
Treatise?
Yeah,
Synopsis?
treatise summary of the demon knowledge that I might possess in the library. It's been a while. I haven't. It's one of those things where you kind of get more books than you read.
Okay, at least it would give me something to do. Um, Also, and I'll pull out like my bad map and I'll be like, "Do you might have something that's better than this map?"
I can't remember what the bad map was.
It's like a crude drawing of the surrounding areas.
Oh, I see. That was the that was the
I found it
the smuggler map.
in
Yeah,
Sanbelay's map.
yeah, that's right. I do have something a bit better than that. If you if you need something for your journey down to Dunwater, I think that'd be perfect.
I would greatly
Um,
appreciate that.
yeah, so he'll hand you a map, like a proper map.
Now I can just erase the word bad. I really thank you for your time. I mean, if I ever come across any, are there any certain books you're ever looking?
Hmm. Um, Nothing in particular. But I'll definitely look. I definitely want anything that you might find that's that I might not have. Just if you find a book, just run it by me, and I'll gladly. You don't have to donate it next time. I'll pay you for it next time. Don't.
Oh, okay. I do have this magical properties of gemstones.
Um, sure. That sounds fantastic.
I've pretty much
The-
memorized all these books, so
Well, you're a fast reader, I assume, or a good reader. Do you like to read?
I love reading. It's so much fun.
Do you have to read a lot with Kelladek?
No. This is more like my dad taught me how to appreciate the story. Um, it's kind of like how stories live on through pages.
Something poetic about that. Well, I hope I'm not taking too much of your time here, but I do actually um, need to be off. So if you don't mind if I escort you out.
Oh, right. No, you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.
Azadeh nods and says, "Yes, thank you very much for the information and for your help."
My pleasure. And please try not to say the
Pickles.
the yes. Try to keep to pickles. Like
Azadeh just looks confused and walks out the door. You know she doesn't understand and she won't be doing that. She doesn't understand subtlety. Doesn't know why. Why would you not mention it? Why? What does it matter? They're going to die anyway, right? It doesn't matter.
If it ever comes to it, I cannot wait for you to meet my backup character.
Oh.
no spoilers,
um,
please.
I no, I know. After that, I'm gonna turn to Azadeh and say, that's pretty much everything I wanted to do. Now I have to go kill 4 hours, so I don't know if you want to watch me copy spells over at my spell book or not, or
No,
go do
no,
something else. I totally understand.
I will retire and see if I can get these and she kind of like pats her shopping bag. She says, I will see what these do to my hair."
Oh yeah.
Okay. Giovanni. I mean, like you're just going out shopping
Yeah,
jewelry.
just any cologne and like any extra accessories, to make him look nicer, um, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can find the same simple oil stall that's there in the market. The same guys there selling whale vomit. and Beaverinus.
Yep,
Oh
that's
my
definitely
god.
the technical term
Yeah,
for
like
it.
upon learning those, he's just gonna wince. He wants a cologne, obviously not a perfume. So
Same
I don't
thing.
know what they can have to offer, but I don't know.
Some
Uh,
some musk.
Musk, yeah,
Musk.
I guess so. But yeah, he's just gonna pick up whatever little jewelry is here and there. Some earrings, definitely, a necklace, some bracelets, maybe a ring or two. Just
Okay.
whatever he can pick up.
They're just gonna look positively plain next to you.
Um, if you're for all that stuff you're going to be buying, maybe about like an actual like a gold worth of stuff. Like it's not like
Sure.
I would assume like nothing super fancy, but like just like you're just like a nice amount of jewelry.
Just enough, the whatever's to pass enough to like, hey, I'm a noble, basically, or hey, I look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can easily find them like with like bits and bobbles.
Cool, cool, cool.
Some earrings and the like, some hoop.
Not like the big hoop ones, but like what the
Oh
earrings,
yeah,
like what Link wears, you know?
yeah, small.
Yeah, yeah.
Link wears earrings?
Yeah. I think all the Links wear earrings, like going all the way back to Ocarina of Time, at least, since, you know, they had better graphics and stuff. I definitely know Ocarina of Time Link does. Anyway,
Oh yeah, he does.
um,
Yeah.
but adult Link, obviously, not the young one.
Oh yeah, I see him.
But yeah, he's just gonna buy all that stuff and just keep them in a little box or whatever. And and I guess he's gonna also like, well, I don't want to make like an appointment because I don't know when we're gonna come back, but someone to style his hair, like after we're all done. And
Oh
he's
Oh
my
like,
yeah.
god, you're
Okay.
trying to upstage Olivia. I mean,
Yeah.
And
sorry, Zeta.
he's gonna win. Like
Listen, he's gonna be Cloud.
he
You're
knows.
gonna be like T4 Aerith, and Don Corneo is definitely choosing Cloud here. It's great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You.
I really think he's gonna totally outshine her, and it'll be
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun if he actually is gay.
It'll be pretty
Zeta
great.
would be happy because then the
Been one
plan
big
works.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, I think you'll definitely be able to find a barber
Amazing.
willing to schedule an appointment.
Great, great, great. Yeah, I also schedule an appointment like 5 days from now or so.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a ballpark.
Yeah, after you get all your things and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like I'll have the haircut like day of, you know, obviously, as
Gotta look
one would.
fine.
Yeah. But all right, that's set up then. I think there's anything else I have left. So
The competition begins.
I'm just copying Shatter and Scorching Ray into my book.
Well,
Okay.
do we just want to call it then?
I think so. I'll put it off on I'll end it off on this. Obviously there might be some more things that we can go over with until you guys set sail. But once you all get together, you come back down to the keel boat prepared for you by manned by Hankins and Jenkins, your favorite seawater chauffeurs. A familiar face is sitting there on the boat waiting for you as well.
Is it Ocean Anus?
probably Ocean Anus. Yeah.
Ocean Anus. And he greets you. Hello, friends. Ready
Yeah, I'll
for
greet.
adventure?
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
I'll
so
greet him in
Oceanus is
Elvish.
speaking in common?
No, he said that in Elvish.
Yeah.
And
I hail
So,
him back, and like I'll go up and give him like a bro fist, you know, like Polnareff and Kaku. just do that.
in a Quan, she's gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, you're joining us!" And it's like the air jump hug. Better catch me.
uh, yeah, he catches you, and he's a little caught off guard. He's like, "Oh, yeah."
I wish he just dodged it and he just fell in the water. A big mess. Oh,
Ah.
man.
Nah, he's not gonna just
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
somebody like that.
Oh man.
But
Azadeh
I think
like smiles and just kind of waves at him, knowing that he can't understand her and she can't understand him.
he waves back, smiling, unsure what to say to you, but he that's what he.
Ignore that.
Okay. But yeah, I'm actually, yeah. I think we'll just call it here. I just wanted to
Cool.
show it to. Yeah,
That's so
Oceanus
cute.
will be joining you next time. Yeah.
Oh,
This little
yeah.
He's
And
probably
then
gonna
we can
die.
always ask
That's
Olivia
cool.
and Gowan, like, do you guys want to do anything before we head out?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well,
I'm probably gonna check with Chuck, like downtime activity, like that 4 hours or whatever, and see if Chuck wanted to do anything.
Yeah. For
Sorry,
sure.
I was trying to see if the comprehend languages was something I could give to somebody else.
Nope.
It's
No.
a something.
Negative.
Yup.
Too bad the lore mastery can't be like.
I think tongues is what you
Yeah,
gotta use
you have
for
to
other
get used
Oh
tongues.
yeah, but I don't have one. One day.
Oh, it was kind of nice, low key.
No, that was a chill session. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad we still
Thanks.
played. We figured out a way to work around Calvin
Mm.
and Olivia.
That was great. Oh my
It's been
god,
very good
Giovanni being
roleplay.
like, no, I'm
Yes,
walking.
I'm loving this. Giovanni is gonna be like the other side of this. We got our bases covered now.
Yeah, exactly. We'll
And
see how it
Giovanni's
goes.
doing a better job of dressing up than she is. She's just like, I've got a dress. I smell nice. What do you want?
What do you want? Look at me.
What more do you want?
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Telling me you don't want to get with this?
Right. Meanwhile, Giovanni's like, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am extremely, I'm like being extremely.
Oh my god. Now I'm just imagining you both like cornering Anders into a little corner and you're both like cabadoning him.
I was gonna say like at one point like Kai would have been like, "You guys are going through so much trouble. This is why I have a hat."
So you can look like whatever you want, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
there you go.
All right. Well, good night, guys.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
good
good
night.
night.
That was
Thanks a
awesome.
lot, friends.
Yeah. Good night.
Thank you again, Hunter.
Yep,
Take care.
good night.
Yes,
Take it
I'll
easy,
be
guys.
on Sunday.